And a good morning to you from the Spanish village of Langeron, famous for its spring waters. Anyway, I'm sitting here next to two friends of mine, and I asked them a very important content creation blogging question. I said, when is it appropriate? When is it a good time to quit everything and stop blogging altogether? For some reason, they haven't said anything. So perhaps it's never a good reason to stop, never a good reason to quit. Anyway, I'll speak to you later when I'm back in office. Have a superb day and smash out your content. Good afternoon to you. The time is running up towards around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, quarter to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And once again, I've got a nice checklist that I'm needing to get through as far as today is concerned. It's a total of 11 items on the list, and I'll run through them quickly. The first three items of the list are the editing of the YouTube videos from the previous 3 days. I'm sure you've noticed that there's been a little bit of a lack of YouTube videos landing. My fault completely. I've been stuck in other projects as well as dealing with the Catalina's passing and the cremation that took place yesterday, so that put me a little bit out of sorts. So I've been a bit lax on the video editing front. So the first three items on my checklist for today are editing those three backlog videos so that we're right up to date as far as this video that you're watching at the moment. Then once I've finished those, the next item on my list will be putting together a couple of Pinterest pins for the fashion beauty blog. Then I was going to be needing to have a meeting with my lawyer at 1:30 today to find out what the procedure will be for me to be able to have access to a copy of Catalina's autopsy report, just from the point of view of closure and finding out exactly what caused her completely untimely passing. However, that meeting has been postponed because of factors completely outside of my control. Then what I was going to be doing after the lawyer meeting was finished is there's some social media groups that I need to post a couple of the blog posts into. Then there are a couple of Project 24 members that have sent me messages that I need to reply to those messages. And then I've got two potential blog posts to wrap up and finish that I'm wanting to do today. And as far as blog posts are concerned, my target word count for today is down to 1,800 words for today, to keep me on track to be able to hit the 75,000 word target for the month of July. Then later on this evening, I need to edit this video that you're watching at the moment, so that can be out either just after midnight or published early tomorrow morning. And then relating to Project 24, I've got a Project 24 mastermind at 11 o'clock this evening, and that's all about how to make your blog more profitable, which for all of us bloggers is an important factor to take into account. So Ricky of Income School is leading that Project 24 mastermind, discussing about ways, especially in this situation of how everything is changing now in 2023, how to continue to make the process of blogging and my specific 3 blogs more profitable, so that they're able to generate the income needed to cover all of my monthly expenses. So that's what I've got coming up as far as that Project 24. That Project 24 mastermind will be running from 11 p.m. through until midnight. And what I definitely will be doing is, as soon as possible after that mastermind finishes, will be hitting the sack and getting as much sleep as I possibly can, so that I can start getting myself well enough rested to be able to cope with what I need to do, not only tomorrow but over the weekend as well. But anyway, that's a brief update on what I've got going here at the moment, and I'll touch base a bit later, which hopefully a big chunk of these 11 items on my checklist will be crossed off. Speak to you then. Good evening. It's about quarter past 6 at the moment, should I say. This is just a very brief, I have to keep this very brief and not get too carried away, but because at 6:30 I've got a meeting with a friend of mine to discuss a couple of my options relating to obtaining Catalina's autopsy report ahead of the rescheduled lawyer meeting, which I don't know when that rescheduled date and time is going to be, but we'll have to wait and see. But what I just want to point out to you is that I had a tick list today of 11 items, and there we go, 9 out of the 11 items are ticked off. What's left over on the tick list is editing this video that you're watching right now, and then my Project 24 Zoom meeting mastermind this evening with Ricky Kessler of Income School about how to make blogs more profitable during the course of the 2023 and all the changes that are happening within the blogging space at the moment. So those are the 2 items that I've got left on my list. I now need to get myself ready, head off for my meeting with a friend. That's, as I say, I've got about 15 minutes to get ready and get there. So let me keep this video rather short. I'll probably be catching up with you after that meeting, maybe give you a little bit of a heads up as far as what's happening there, if I've got something definitive to say. But anyway, either which way, that's where I am at the moment. And content-wise, crushing the content, I omitted to do a word count now just before sitting down to make this video. I don't have the time to run a word count right at the moment and make it to my meeting in time, but I'll do a word count later and give you a heads up as far as that's concerned, but I'm pretty sure I've hit my word target for today. Anyway, with that being said, let me get ready and I'll chat to you just a bit later. See you then. Cheers. And a good evening to you. It's just got 8 o'clock in the evening and I am dripping with sweat. I've just gotten back from my meeting with a friend of mine, talking about the potential legal case as far as finding out Catalina's cause of death. I can't go into tons of details on that right now, but the only change that it's made as far as my evening work is concerned is that there's one email that I need to send off quickly, which I'll be able to get wrapped up pretty quickly, and then I want to get this video edited before my Project 24 session about increasing blog profitability, before that starts at 11 p.m. So I've got, what, 8, 9, it's 3 hours that I've got to be able to finish the edit of this video, which I should be able to do relatively easily. Anyway, so I'm going to call an end to today's vlog right here with, I still can't tell you how many, what the word count is, but it most definitely beats the 1,800 word target that I'm needing to hit. I think it'll probably be in the realm of 2,000, 2,100 words. If I remember, I'll be able to update you on that tomorrow morning in the first segment of tomorrow's vlog. But anyway, have yourselves a superb evening. I sincerely hope that each and every single one of you have hit your word count targets for the day, and that you are on target for your word count targets for the week. With that being said, let me get cracking, and I'll speak to you soon.